Thanks for joining me today. My name is Sean and I'm a registered dietitian. Today I want to talk to you about a concept that I think is really important when we're trying to make healthy changes to our diet. But if you haven't checked out my last video broke down the idea of nutrition, this field of nutrition, into three categories, and that is knowledge of what to eat, knowledge of what foods are healthy and what foods to stay away from, how to eat, so how to prepare those meals, how to shop, how to cook. So the what, the how, and the why. And the why is that deep motivational factor. Why should we even want to do this in the first place? So if you haven't checked out that video, please do so now. But one of the concepts that I think is really important when we're diving deeper into this why should we follow a healthy diet, and what can we do to be more consistent and effective at doing that, and what is the shift in the mind about looking at food differently. And what I mean by that is, oftentimes when I see people that are either newly diabetic or they have heart disease or even just a general patient in the hospital, one of the things that I hear frequently is that, I have diabetes, so I can't eat these foods, or I have to give up the food that I love. And it's a story of sacrifice. And I think that's why a lot of people have a hard time switching from an unhealthy to a healthy diet, is because they see it as giving up the foods that they love and that they enjoy. And now there's like a whole field of nutrition that's aimed at like, oh, it's okay to have those things, in moderation or however, and so it's working with the patient rather than giving them the best available knowledge that we have. And that's what this channel is about. It's providing you with the best, most up-to-date knowledge about nutrition. Try and not sugarcoat it. It's not about giving up the foods you love. That's not the right way to look at it, because when you look at it like that, it's all about sacrifice. And no one wants to give up the things they love. Why would they want to do that? And so unless their why is good enough, they're never going to change. How I want you to look at disease and chronic disease and food is that it's not that I have diabetes or I have heart disease and so I have to give up the foods I love. What it is the foods that I love are giving me diabetes. These foods are giving me heart disease. These foods are toxic. That's the story that we need to tell ourselves. Not, I have this condition and this condition forces me to give up things that I want to do. That's being the martyr. That's sacrificing. That's giving up stuff. And when you look at nutrition and you look at diet change from that perspective, you're never going to be effective long term, because the cause and effect are in the wrong order. It's not diabetes and so I have to eat these foods, or I have diabetes so I can't do this. It's the wrong cause and effect. The way you want to look at it is, these foods cause diabetes. These foods cause heart disease. These foods, I don't want to eat these foods because they are toxic. If I eat these foods, they will give me diabetes. If I eat these foods, they will give me heart disease. So the way that I sort of wrote it down here is, it's not so I have diabetes, so I need to give up X, Y, or Z. It's, I can't eat these foods because they give me diabetes. You see that? That's a different shift. It's moving towards something more positive, something that you have more control over. It's moving to the right cause and effect. And when you link those up properly, diet change becomes easier. So, the first concept, I have diabetes and so I can't eat tiramisu. Okay? The first is about giving up something you love. But the concept that I'm trying to get to you today is I can't eat tiramisu because it will make my diabetes worse. when you make that change, the second is that second concept is about avoiding what's toxic to you. And so when you make that shift, it'll all fall into place. So I hope you found this video useful. If you haven't checked out my webpage, SeanTheRD.com, that's SEAN, TheRD.com, you can go to the Educate Yourself drop-down tab, and there's some how-to videos there that have information on heart-healthy eating, diabetes, cooking, shopping, weight loss, and so you can check out those videos. Or if you found this video on my website and you want to go to my YouTube channel, Feeling Fit, you can see a lot of my videos there too. Cheers.